Hey guys, hopefully everyone is doing well. Today's target is to solve question number 10.23. We are related with the chapter factory overhead variance. And since we have already done several questions, so up till now you are well familiar with the procedure. You can see even after 6-7 questions we have solved, but format is still same. There is nothing we are going to change. Every input would be same, format would be same, timing would be same, steps would be same. As usual, first we will see what is our requirement. You can see over here absorption rate is needed, over applied is needed, and some part of this question is present at next page. Little blur but unneeded because nothing is written over here, just requirement. The second requirement is your budget and capacity variance, means same procedure is going out. We will be focusing upon the question. Three variances are needed to be calculated. So we'll come over here. First variance which we will calculate is total variance and overall variance. It is a variance between actual and applied FH. Actual FH you will write and then applied FH would be written, and here you will calculate the variance by taking the difference of actual and applied FH. Then we will conclude by focusing upon applied FH. So if applied FH is more than your actual FH, how you will conclude? If applied is more, it is over applied. And secondly, you will see if your applied FH is less than your actual FH, it would be considered under applied, and you will write your conclusion as under applied. Then you will calculate your second variance, which is budget or spending variance. It is a relationship between budget and actual. So you will write your budget FH and then you will put your actual FH. Here you will calculate the variance by taking the difference of budget and actual. Then there would be the time to conclude, and we will be focusing upon actual. So if actual FH is more than your budget, when actual is more, it is uncomfortable, you will conclude as unfavorable. And if your actual FH is less than your budget FH, actual is less, it is good for us, so that means it would go in your favorable, it would be favorable variance. Third variance is volume or capacity variance. You will be calculating, it's a relationship between budget and applied. So first you will write budget FH and then you are going to write your applied FH. Here you will calculate the variance. How? By taking the difference of budget and applied, and next would be the target to see or conclude. How you will conclude? You will be focusing upon your budget FH. If it is more than your applied FH, it would go unfavorable for you. So you will conclude like unfavorable. And contrary to this, if your budget FH is less than applied, it will go favorable for you. You can see this is your first page, left side, and we haven't changed anything. All three variances, procedures, performa has been written in the similar way. On right side of the page, you calculate supporting statements. The first statement you calculate is actual FH. Normally this actual FH is given in the question. You don't need to bother about that. Second requirement, you calculate applied FH. For this you will use a formula. Actual hours or units would be multiplied by applied FH rate, with which a single line formula will be used to calculate applied FH. Then third requirement is your budget FH. It has two steps. First step, actual hours or a variable rate. You will be writing actual hours or units multiplied by variable FH rate. and then you will add fixed FH. Sum of both elements would be your budget FH. Fourth requirement is to calculate applied FH rate. Applied FH rate, or it is also called total and also called overall FH rate you are going to calculate. It has two parts. First you will calculate your fixed FH rate and then you will add variable FH rate. Obviously to calculate both you will have to apply a formula, and this would be your 4a part where you will calculate your fixed FH rate by dividing fixed FH to estimated hours. Alright, then you have your final 4b part of the formula where you will calculate your variable FH rate. How? You will divide variable FH by estimated hours. So this way all of your supporting statements would be calculated on right side of the page. You can see we haven't changed anything about the format. Let's see how question is guiding us to proceed next. Factory overhead per month, it is your fixed FH. We will going to solve our lower portion first, and 4a part, right side lower portion 4a part where we need fixed FH, and it is going to be divided by estimated hours. So fixed FH is given 3 lakh. We will be putting 3 lakh first, and it is going to be divided by estimated hours. Normal volume, units or hours are the same thing. Instead of estimated, it is written normal volume. For the timing, you will consider normal as estimated hours. How many these are? 15,000 put over here. Statement completed. It's time to put on calculator. 3 lakh would be divided by 15,000. This way you have calculated your fixed FH rate 15,000, and 3 lakh was the amount. Let me check if it is 3 lakh. No, 30,000 is written. Let's put one more zero. So we have calculated fixed FH rate. Now 4b part, you need to see variable FH. Variable FH is 40 per unit. So it's a good thing. We don't need to divide variable FH by estimated hours. Why? Because per unit is also already given over here 40. So it's first time you don't need to put any formula. Variable FH rate is already given. So our problem has been sorted out. We do not need to divide variable FH by estimated hours. Why? Because purpose of dividing was to have rate. Rate is already available in the question. So it means rate has automatically been sorted out. It's time to see applied FH rate, which has been divided into two parts. You need to put fixed FH rate first, which is 20. And then you are going to add variable FH rate, which is 50 and was given in the book without formula. Statement completed. Now put it on your calculator. It would be 20 add 640. Answer would be 60. Here your lower portion has been completed. It's time to see what is on your upper portion. For that you need to have actual FH first. Come to the question and see here. Following data results are collected at the end of month. Total FH. This is data which is collected. That means it's not estimated. This is real-time data. That means total FH is actual FH. Total output is actual hours. 17,500 actual hours. 9,90,000 is your actual FH. So you can put 9,90,000 as your actual FH, which was given in the question. Actual word was not written over here. But how would we know? You will read following data of actual result. Here he has mentioned it. And secondly, data is being collected. When you are collecting data, it means it's on real-time data. So both of following amounts would be considered actual. Actual FH 9,90,000. First problem has been sorted out. Second is to see applied FH rate. For that we need actual hours. Total output 17,500 under the heading of this actual result. So 17,500 is your actual R. You need to multiply it with what? Applied FH rate. For that purpose, look at here. Applied FH rate has already been calculated, that is 60. Put here 60, statement is completed, time to calculate it. So 17,500 would be multiplied by 60. So applied FH is also calculated. It's time to calculate now budget FH. For that purpose, what you need? Actual hours. So see your question there, actual hours is written. We have already decided that actual result is given under this. Following data, actual result, total outputs 17,500. So you need to put 17,500 as actual hours, and then variable FH rate. Variable FH rate is also calculated over here. You can see this is variable FH rate, and that is 40. We have calculated. Put 40 over here, statement completed. Put it on your calculator, which is 17,500 is going to be multiplied by 40. First element has been sorted out. Now you need to put fixed FH and read over here. Please come. Fixed FH is 3 lakh. So you can directly put 3 lakh over here. And finally you can add both elements to calculate your budget FH. First element was 7 lakh and you are going to add 3 lakh to have your budget FH. So all calculations on your right side, right page has been completed. Actual FH calculated, review it completely. Applied FH is calculated through applying the formula. Budget FH calculated through applying the formula. And then fourth part, you have calculated your applied FH rate, fixed FH rate, and surprisingly your variable FH rate was given in your question. So right page is totally completed. Come over here to calculate your total variance. And how do you calculate? Look, first requirement is to see actual FH. Here you have already mentioned actual FH is 9,90,000. Put over here 9,90,000. Then you need your applied FH. Here come at second portion this way. This second portion is applied FH you have calculated. I'm highlighting it, applied FH, and how much you have calculated, that is 10,50,000. Put this amount over here. Now you can calculate your variance by deducting actual and applied. Your applied FH was 10,50,000 and you will subtract it actual FH. You have got your variance. It's time to conclude. You will be focusing upon applied FH. Applied is 105, actual is 99, so applied is more. Applied is more means it is over applied. Total variance you have calculated is 60,000. So let's go and see where answers are present. You have put somewhere here. These are your answers, though little blur, but check over here. 60 was your variable FH rate, and finally you have calculated these rate as well. It's time to check. This was your applied FH rate, how much? 60, and first answer is given, and you can see 60 is written over here. Then you need to calculate second requirement, and what was, since question is splitted into two parts, so a little more time. B requirement was under over applied, and its answer is 60,000. Let's see on left side of our page. First variance has been calculated, and this was your 60,000. And in your question you can see your first requirement has been 60 was checked. B requirement 60,000, and B requirement was for under over applied. You can see over here B under over applied. B's answer is 60,000, and here you can see our answer is also 60,000, and it is written over applied. We have also mentioned over applied. So that means first part has been sorted out. It's time to see your second part. Budget variance you will be calculating. Let's move it to other side, and they will be needed again to check the answers. Alright, so calculate budget variance. For this you need to have budget FH. Look at that, I'm highlighting it. Third portion was solved for budget FH, and how much amount you have calculated, that is 1 million, put over here. And secondly you need to have actual FH. Come upward. First part of right page was solved. This was your actual FH. How much amount? 9,90,000. Put over here. We are now ready to calculate our variance. How? By subtracting budget and actual to calculate the variance. Your budget FH was 1 million, and you need to subtract your actual FH, which is 9,90,000. Variance has arrived. It is 10,000. It's time to conclude. We will be focusing upon actual FH, which is 99. Budget was 1 lakh, so actual is less. Whenever actual is less, it would be a good news for us. That means it is favorable budget variance we have calculated. On the wrong line we have chosen. It is favorable budget variance we have calculated, and that is 10,000. So let's see what number of this requirement was. No, now this page would be work for us. Okay, third requirement, C requirement was budget variance. C requirement here is 10,000. So we have written, you can see over here 10,000, and it is written favorable. So it is favorable written over here as well. That means second portion is also completed. It's time to see your third portion, third variance, which is what? Capacity variance. For that you need to have budget FH first. Come over here. This is your budget FH. How much you have calculated is 1 million. Put 1 million over here, and then you need applied FH. Go to second part of right page. Applied FH you have calculated, and how much? That is 1,050,000. That means 10,50,000. It's time to calculate the variance by subtracting budget and applied. Your applied FH is 10,50,000, and you will be subtracting budget FH, which is 1 million. So your variance has been arrived 50,000. You will be focusing upon budget. Your budget is 100, applied is 105. Budget is less. Whenever your budget is less, it would go in your favor. So you will write favorable volume variance. Favorable volume variance 50,000. Now let's see the answer. Here was last requirement, capacity variance. You can see D requirement was capacity variance, and it is 50,000. And what we have done is, you can see 50,000. Here it is mentioned, and we have concluded as favorable. So let's see what is over here. 50,000 favorable is also mentioned over here. All answers we have matched. First 60, you can see 60 over here, 60,000 and 60,000 total variance. Then we have 10,000 as budget variance. Look at here, 10,000 budget variance, and 50,000 as your capacity variance. Here is your answer, 50,000 volume or capacity variance. So the only twist in this question was some of the factors were already given in the question. That is what's so good. You can see over here we haven't put any formula right down right here. And directly amount of per unit variable FH rate was given in your question. You haven't applied the formula and directly written the answer. This is the only twist. Please keep it in mind when amounts or supporting statement are already available in your question. You don't need to put the formula. That was the only twist. Remaining, you can see everything is same. Actual was given as usual in the question. We have put it. Applied was calculated through formula. Single line formula, we have calculated applied FH. Budget was again calculated with the help of two statements, and rates were calculated. All three variances have been checked out. All variances are okay. Answers are matched. That means our question has been completed. This was your 10.23. Relatively less time has been taken because we haven't applied the formula of variable FOH rate because it was already given. So 23 is completed. If you have any query, any problem, any question, you can text, message or directly meet, and very open to ask your queries. I will humbly be serving you to answer any of your question. 10.23 is completed. Hopefully we will be meeting again for the solution of any other question. Up till then, please take care of yourself. I'm requesting you to pray for me as well. Thank you very much for your time. It's time to say goodbye. Allah Hafiz.